might know, I didn't go to Otakon again this year, mostly due to fundage. But shit's going down like usual. I love it when shit doesn't go as planned for most people. Um, those of you on Sasha's side, I know she's getting busy, so sorted out and all that. So hashtag rant. For those on Sasha's side of things, I know some of you on my side of things, the LCMP side of things, know for the bulk of my show, out of the 8 years that we've been going on and keeping on trucking, out of that, maybe about 5 of them, 4 or 5 of them, we went to Otakon. Last year we didn't go due to getting let go from my employer, and I didn't agree with their tactics. Meaning, when I last went back in 2021, all you had to do was wear a mask, just whatever, a cloth covering over your face for everything. Then 2022 happened, and a lot of restrictions with regards to the pandemic got lifted. That's when somehow, some way, everything went draconian with the convention center. Because DC, their COVID restrictions also got lifted, but they left a lot of event venues to have their own policies. And that's when the convention center decided, hey, guess what? We not only want you to wear a mask, but prove that you are virus free or you've been injected.
A lot of places did that last year.
Yeah, and even though everything was being lifted. So what happened? I didn't agree with that, and with that whole aspect, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going. Screw it. I'm saving my money. I just got let go. Not going to go. Not to mention last year, Otakon, I want to say, fucked themselves over. I know it's been this long into the show. We're already dropping F-bombs, but I'm sure Sasha could agree that if you're putting on an event, you plan to have max occupancy, period. End of story. You have to plan on that. Apparently, Otakon never planned on that. And they got, from what I was hearing, they got near, I think the max occupancy was like 45,000 people for the convention center in DC. The quote unquote official word was 40,000 attendees. Yet the number 44 was being thrown around by staff. So I have no idea what was going on. But technically, if the official number was 40,000, guess what? It wasn't 40,000. It was 39,999 because this motherfucker didn't go. Because a lot of events go by ticket sales.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's Otakon. It's not ticket sales. It's memberships, quote unquote. And folks on my side of things, LCMP's side of things, know how I feel about Otakon and saying, "Oh, you're not buying tickets. You're buying memberships." Oh, for what? Oh, memberships on our website for the forums. You mean the fact that due to Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that's now made your membership redundant is beyond everything. But this year they fixed problems from last year, and they're a quote unquote, again, official numbers is 42,000. And like past years, they've had a lot of issues. Apparently they were kicking folks out due to wearing bunny outfits. Best guess until they were dressed up like you know how
like sexy bunnies. I get it.
No, from what I gather, it was like the Playboy bunny outfit,
Yes.
the classic, pretty much like that, but they're wearing leotards instead of just like the swimsuit outfit underneath. So everything is covered up. They were, from my gather, they were wearing that, and they were saying, "Sorry, dress code violation. You're gone." Yet, folks, again, were going. This is VIA, the Otakon Facebook group, aka the Stitches Should Get Stitches, Snitches Should Get Stitches fan group. I'll get into that in a moment. Where they were saying, yeah, I was at the show and pretty much everything was flapping in the breeze, if you want to use your imagination. And I didn't get, kind of tossed out due to wardrobe malfunctions. So take that as you will. And the reason why I make the statement that the Otakon fan group, official yet unofficial fan group on Facebook, is aka Snitches Get Stitches, or Should Get Stitches, is because back in 2021, when I was there 3 days, I was doing my thing. I got, I think, a total of 10 pieces of content, 5 audio and 5 video. And one of the things, and Sasha, you've seen my baggies of dice that I give people, a handout.
Yeah.
I made a post. I took a selfie with the baggie, kind of dangling it, saying, "Hey, I'm in the game room. I'm here doing, I'm covering the event. I have dice to give out. If you want it, it's yours." And in each bag of dice, I had, folks at home that can see it, my business card. In about half hour, this was at 9:00, and about 9:30, one of the folks representing the staff and the event coordinators came up to me and was like, "You can't do that." "Do what?" "We sold you a post. You can't do what you did." "Do what?" "Hand out dice. That's solicitation." Why? It's against event Otakon policies and event center policies. How is it? I'm not soliciting anything. I'm handing out free shit. "Well, you're forcing people to listen." No. To kind of, I should have challenged the whole thing. I know you would probably go like, "Oh, let's take me to the upper management."
Yeah.
But I'd be like, there's a TikToker, Instagrammer that does kind of like that sort of things, like, "Oh, you have to do what you're doing." In essence, pointing out you're doing the long way around to do something. I'll be like, I should have went, "Look, I could open up the bag, take out the card, and just toss it away. They don't have to listen."
Exactly.
They could tell me, "Could you remove the card out of the bag?" That simple. If you think the other people that bought the tickets are that stupid that they now have to listen, then that's an issue. By your logic, if I pick up a poster for AwesomeCon or KatsuCon from their table, I have to go because I picked up their poster promoting their event. By the way, though they're promoting their event at a paid booth, isn't that solicitation? Technically, it is. But the convention center, from what I found out from several folks that have either volunteered or worked at the convention center, they're very draconian. They've worked with the DC City Council to have like a 2-mile radius around DC that you cannot do that, and which I believe is totally fucked up. I know AwesomeCon next year is in March, but this year it was in like June. Next year's Otakon is in early August, and whereas I think in previous years it's in July, August anyway. Golly gee, what happens in July and August? The summer, and the heat's very high, and you have a bunch of people standing outside in 115-degree heat. That's why I like Baltimore. You have a lot of folks doing the hustle. Meaning you have the people selling water, selling, selling pretzels, selling food. They know you're waiting in line. They're going to get you. And you whisper, I'm thirsty. You're going to have at least 5 motherfuckers out there, saying, hey, water, $5. And you have another like, what are you buying water for him for $5? For $3, I'll give you a bottle of water and a Coke. And you haggle. That's great. That's the American way. Haggling. I like it, and they'll be like, hey, you hungry? I know Joey. Joey sells pretzels. Joey, come here. You don't want pretzels? You want some peanuts? Dwayne. My buddy Dwayne sells roasted peanuts. But you can't have that because the convention center staff are a bunch of, draconian folks. I know in previous years when I went to Baltimore Comic-Con and the convention center there, when it was 115 degrees heat out, they were like, even the event staff was like, let's see if we get you guys inside, or at least the bulk of you inside, out of this damn heat, so you're not passing the fuck out. But they don't like that there. Last year they had issues with folks with, we'll get to this probably later in the show, with service animals and people with needs. Because a lot of folks that have physical needs were allowed to be let in early due to them being wheelchair bound or with service animals or so forth and so on.
And they were told that. I want to keep things short.
So, but either way, they were told, no, you got to stand in line. How dare you get to the end of the line? And when they report to Otakon staff, they're like, oh, they shouldn't have let you do that and stuff like that. I don't want to go back there. I'd rather, again, I like going to Baltimore because they were fun. Yeah, they've had their issues before. Baltimore's always a fun place to go to, as long as you stay in the Inner Harbor. I've always had fun at Baltimore. 4th State, we're going to probably plan and go. But
we're definitely going. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. State in Harrisburg. That's happening.
Do you want me to talk about the